Watch this. A real arcade game, a ball bouncing around, a paddle at the bottom, whole rows of colorful bricks exploding apart, power-ups raining down, and a score climbing in the corner. It's running right here in my browser, and it genuinely plays great. And here's the part that sounds impossible. I built this whole thing, and then made it way better, without writing a single line of code. I didn't type any programming at all, I just talked to it, in plain English. Let me show you exactly how, starting from a completely empty folder. So if you've ever had a game idea in your head, but I can't code stop you cold, I really want you to watch this all the way through, because that wall is completely gone now. With a tool called Claude Code, you describe the game you want in plain English. It builds a real working thing for you, and then you just keep asking for more until it's exactly what you pictured. No templates, no downloads, no trick. So let me build this one live from scratch right now, and you can follow along. Okay, here's my screen. This dark window is Claude Code, and I've opened it inside a totally empty folder. There is nothing in here at all yet. And all I'm going to do is tell it in one plain sentence what I want. Build me a brick breaker game, a paddle at the bottom, a ball that bounces off it, colorful bricks to smash, and a score. Make it fill the window so it looks good. That's it. That is the entire instruction. No code, just a description of the thing I want to exist. And now watch, it just goes. It's writing the entire game by itself right in front of me. The play area, the paddle, the ball, all the bouncing physics, every single brick, the scoring, the colors. It is typing all of it into one file while I just sit here and watch it work. I'm not installing anything. I'm not setting anything up. I'm not fixing any errors. It is doing every single bit of the actual building on its own from that one sentence. A few seconds later, it's finished. So I open the file it just made. And there it is. A real, genuinely playable game right in my browser. The paddle slides left and right following my mouse, the ball bounces off it and flies up into the bricks, and every brick it touches pops and disappears while the score counts up in the corner. This is not a mock-up, it's not a picture, it's not a template someone else made. It is a real game built from nothing, and it works. And it doesn't just technically work, it actually feels good to play. The bounce angles feel right. The ball picks up a little speed, the colors pop. Honestly, if you didn't know, you'd assume a real person sat down and coded this for an afternoon. And I want this part to really sink in, because it's the whole point. I did not write any of this. I didn't touch a single line. I described the game I wanted in one sentence, and it built the entire thing. But here is where it goes from just cool to genuinely magic, because I am not stuck with whatever it gave me the first time. I can simply ask for more. So I type another plain sentence, make some bricks drop a power up in the break, one that makes my paddle bigger, and one that gives me a second ball. Notice, I'm not editing any code. I'm not even looking at the code. I'm just describing what I want, the same way I'd ask a developer sitting right next to me. And it just adds it, live, into the game that's already there. Now watch closely. When I smash certain bricks, a little power up tumbles down toward my paddle. Catch it, and the paddle stretches out wider so it's easier to keep the ball alive. And catch a different one, and a whole second ball drops into play, so now I've got two balls bouncing around at once and double the chaos. I asked for all of that in one sentence, and there it is, working on screen. Let's take it even further and make it really feel amazing to actually play. So I asked for the finishing touches, again, just talking, add sound effects, when I bounce the ball and when I smash a brick, and make the whole screen shake a little every time something breaks. These are the tiny details that separate a boring little demo from a game that feels genuinely satisfying in your hands, and I'm adding every one of them just by saying them out loud. And now, honestly, it's a genuinely fun little game. Every brick breaks with a punchy little sound and a quick shake of the whole screen, so every single hit feels like it lands. Power-ups are tumbling down, there are balls flying everywhere, and it speeds up the longer you survive. We went from a completely empty folder to this. A game I would actually want to sit and play. And I never once touched the code. Not one single line, start to finish. And the wild part is, I could just keep going forever. I could ask it to add multiple levels, a high-score board that saves, a boss row across the top, background music, literally whatever pops into my head. Every single one of those ideas is just one more plain sentence, and a few seconds later, it's in the game and working. There is basically no ceiling here except what you can think to ask for. So let me pull way back for a second, because this right here is the whole thing. and it never changes. You describe what you want and it builds it. You describe a change and it makes it. You describe another idea and it adds it. You, the human, never touch the code at all. You just keep talking to it in plain everyday English, and the thing on your screen keeps getting better and better. That is the entire loop. Which means whatever game is floating around in your head right now, literally anything, big or small, you can have a real playable version of it running tonight. You do not need to learn to code first. You don't need any experience at all. You open Claude Code inside an empty folder, you describe your game in one plain sentence, and then you just keep asking for more. That is genuinely, honestly all it takes to start. I put out one of these every couple of days. Real things built with AI, no code, just by talking to it, all explained for total beginners. So if you actually want to start making your own stuff instead of just watching other people do it, subscribe and stick around so the next one finds you. And do me one favor, tell me down in the comments what is the very first game you would build. I genuinely want to know. See you in the next one.